2023, Igbos will be highest beneficiaries of Tinubu's presidency, says Senator Orji Okalo. How can he say this? Currently, look at what the government of APC has done to the southeastern states of Nigeria, especially Imo State to be specific. What benefit has the Igbos gotten from this current administration for the past 7 to 8 years? And now he's saying that Tinubu's presidency will definitely favor the Igbos. How can it be when they're already closing the Igbo-dominated markets in Lagos by the same APC-led state government in Lagos State? When the same Tinubu is saying he will continue from where Buhari stopped, he will continue Buharis legacy. And what are the legacies that Buhari has so far made in Nigeria, especially with respect to the southeastern part of Nigeria? I don't believe what Ojukala is saying, but let's see. Chief Whip of the Senate, Senator Orji Uzokalo, has hinted that the Igbos from the southeast extraction will benefit massively from the emergence of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu as president of the country. According to Carlo, Tinubu, the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress (APC), will give special priority to the political, economic, and infrastructural interests of the region when he becomes the president. When ordinarily in Lagos, he does not even like the Igbos. Every time that conducting an election, he sets out his thugs to chase the Igbos away, because now the Igbos will come out in numbers and they will vote a lot. Chase them away. And currently, they are even beginning to close the Igbo-dominated market in Lagos, and are telling me that the presidency of Tinubu will favor the Igbos. I don't know. I don't understand if Orji Okalo knows what he's saying. The former Abia governor, who expressed satisfaction about Tinubu's wide consultation in the southeast, called on Igbos to wait for their turn when the rest of the country will agree to zone presidency to the region. But for now, he called on them to rally massively behind Tinubu, vouching that Tinubu, will protect the interests of Igbos and that they will be the best beneficiaries of his presidency. How can you say Igbo should wait for their turn until all other political parties have zoned presidency to the east? How long will it take? Since independence in 1960 till today, Igbos have not been allowed to become the president of this country by democracy. And when, after 62 years of independence, how many years more do they have for other political parties to zone presidency to the Igbos? What must presidency come by zoning? I don't understand that. And for Orji Okalo, who actually wanted to be president of this country, but he didn't have his way through, to tell the Igbos to sit down and wait for their turn. Why? That they don't have the civic right to go and contest for presidency, or that they don't have the right to lead Nigeria now, or that leading Nigeria is going to be by zoning. It's unbelievable. What has Igbo done to the rest of the country? It has to be identified and corrected. Now, the lawmaker stated this in a chat with newsmen at the National Assembly complex in Abuja on Tuesday. Carlos stressed the need for Igbos to back the presidential aspiration of Tinubu. Presidency is not a regional issue. I asked the political parties to zone the presidency to the southeast. When they didn't do that, and since the presidency is not a regional issue, I had to withdraw. So I have no problem with Igbo man being president, but we have to do it with other Nigerians. If we don't do it with other Nigerians, it is not going to work. No matter how popular you are, it is the president of Nigeria, not president of Igbo. Now, for me, this is a good comment anyway, but for me, Peter Obi is not coming out as the president of the Igbo. He is coming out as the president of Nigeria. So also the other presidential aspirants from other political parties. Meanwhile, the kind of acceptance Peter Obi has received from everyone across Nigeria and even from outside Nigeria shows that people have accepted him from other regions of the country as well, from other tribal extractions of the country as well. So even the Hausas, some of the Hausas, some of the Yorubas, and some of the South people, middle belt people, are not seeing Peter Obi as an Igbo president. They are seeing Peter Obi as the right person to lead Nigeria. Even Peter Obi is also not seeing himself as Igbo president. He is also seeing himself as somebody who is coming out to genuinely resolve the issues of Nigeria and fix Nigeria. And that is it. And he has been widely accepted. And his wide acceptance is becoming a threat to other political parties. And now they are telling us that he should wait for his turn. I don't know when that turn will come for the Igbos, because it will never come. I guarantee everyone that it will never come. I know it. I am an Igbo man to the core. I'm also a Nigerian to the core. If anyone from the Southeast would have been nominated for presidency, I would have been the one. How? So it is a party business. I have no grudges against anybody who is running. So don't tell Igbo man to wait for Igbo turn. When asked his view on the aspiration of the Labour Party candidate Peter Obi, who hails from the Southeast, Carlo represents Abia North, said he holds nothing personal against Obi running for presidency, but as a loyal member of APC, he cannot work against the interests of his party and that of his close allies and friends in Tinubu and his university roommate Kashim Shettima. That's fine. So he explained, it is not personal, it is political and party. This thing is about the party winning the election. I have chosen to be in APC. Why will I vote against Tinubu? It is madness and I am not going to do it. Elections go along party lines, not along tribal lines. For me, we will wait for another time and see how all Nigerians will agree to zone the presidency to Igbo land. But for now, our presidential candidate is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Tinubu is strategic. He will make his presidency beneficial to the Igbos. The Igbos will be the biggest beneficiaries of Tinubu's presidency. Responding to questions on the threat by opposition lawmakers to commence impeachment proceedings against Buhari if the worsening security situation is not improved after 6 weeks, Carlo, though admitted that some senators lost their ambition, he, however, dismissed the threat to impeach President Muhammadu Buhari over the nation's security, labeling it as mere gossip. Carlo said that no lawmaker is talking about impeaching Buhari owing to the improved security situation. Has the security situation of Nigeria improved at all? I don't understand. To what extent? The Senate Chief Whip added that any attempt to raise the issue on the floor of the Senate will fail as the ruling party has the required numbers to defend the president. He said no impeachment plot either against Buhari or Lawan will sail through in the Senate. Carlo doused the insinuations. The issue of impeachment is a non-existing issue. Nobody is talking about it. Even if they try, they will fail because we have the numbers to resist it. President Buhari has done well in some areas and failed in some areas. The impeachment threat is mere gossip. It is not possible. I know that senators were agitating about insecurity. You can see that the security situation is improving. That is my problem. How is it improving? How much has it improved? Has kidnap for ransom stopped? Has the bandits been dismissed and dispersed completely? Have we won against banditry and Boko Haram? We have not won the war against those terrorist groups, and we are saying it's improving. How? Generally, there is a daily improvement in security. We want to see that the tempo is sustained. When the tempo is sustained, no senator will mention impeachment of the president on the floor of the Senate. And that is his own submission. Okay. So, all right. So, Ojiso Carlo is telling all the Igbos to wait until the rest of Nigerians will zone presidency to the Igbos before they can take it. I don't think that is a good plan. Yes, it's in APC. Let him support his political party and his presidential candidate in that party. That's fine for him. But telling the whole Igbos to wait for their turn is actually unacceptable. And I know that that will not work. So that is what Carlo has said. Just put your comment and share your views as well. And thank you for listening.